New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Fico's Family Bowladrome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Fico's Bowladrome in Franklin, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins Winter Tournament 2014. In our third Sweet 16 show, electrifying Wayne Palumbo Jr. takes on the decorated champion Dave Chestercove. Then in Game 2, Dan the Golf Man Gauthier takes on the elite Mike Legendre. Now let's roll with your host, Jay Horrigan.
Welcome to New England Candlepins, and we're here with two bowlers in our Sweet 16 show. Dave Chestercove. Dave, you are our defending champion, so we'll talk to you in a minute. Wayne Palumbo, how are you? Welcome back.
Great, thank you.
How's everything going?
Awesome.
How you been bowling recently?
Not bad.
I see you brought some visitors with you.
Yeah, brought the whole family.
Excellent, excellent. They excited to be here?
Yes, they are.
I could tell they're running around.
They do that. Little girls do that.
And we just served them some chocolate cake, huh?
Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, I know. That'll keep them calm. I just had some too, so I have a little bit of energy as well. So, you been bowling well recently?
Ups and downs. A little bit erratic, but hopefully I can make up for that tonight.
Good, good. We're glad to have you back on the show. Dave, defending champion, how have you been bowling recently?
I've been bowling really well. I've never felt better, actually.
Really? You know, my back's killing me. I may never have felt worse.
That's too bad.
Thanks for bringing it up. Was helping a buddy move furniture yesterday. Big mistake. Huge mistake. So, Dave's never felt better. Wayne's back. He's excited to be back. We just fed his daughters a lot of candy, a lot of frosting, a lot of chocolate, so they're running around, and my back feels just bad. So, we're going to be back. I'm going to be joined by Richie Myrick with a K. That's going to add a lot of fun to today's show. We'll be back to see our first match after this. Roll those brackets. We're back here on New England Candlepins, and we're ready for our match between Dave Chestercove and Wayne Palumbo. Wayne will be up first on lane 15. Good luck, guys. And I am thrilled to be joined, but, I'm not with Dave Chestercove. So, instead I'll be joined by Richie Myrick.
Nice to be here, Jay.
Still kind of thrilled.
Yeah, I know you're faking it, but that's okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody at home does too.
Gotta fake it till you make it.
Well, we're not gonna make it too far. Wayne Palumbo off the head pin a couple of times to start us off, and we'll be looking at an open box to begin. And just a 6.
Wayne's been with us before on our show. Wayne bowls out of Fico's here.
Nice ball there. He drops 8, leaves the 5 in the 8 pin.
You know what I noticed on that? That ball had a little bit of a curve to it, which it's nowhere near as pronounced, obviously, in Candlepin as it is in 10-pin bowling.
That's right.
Nice spare there.
Guides that one right into that 2-pinner and carries the 5-8 without a problem. Great shot. very important to get that that first mark out of the way, especially starting with the 6 box. But yeah, you're right, Jay. The curve is a lot less pronounced.
A lot of guys seem to throw almost a fairly straight ball, too.
For the most part, yep. For the most part, you're right.
Dave Chestercove, our defending champion, and he's won New England Candlepins 3 times.
Chestercove takes out the 6 and the 10 for the 8 box. That may have been by design there, just to make sure that he gets 2 pins. Sometimes in this game you have to just take your medicine. Especially opposite the 6 box, he knew what he needed to do to get the lead early, and I think he might have just done that on purpose. If you've seen this program, I'm sure you know Dave. If he's not up there, he's behind the mic, and most of the time he's up there because he's been bowling great. He's a 123 average. Lists his home lanes at Academy Lanes, which is where the World Candlepin Championships are this year.
And those are coming up, you said, right?
Yeah, they'll be coming. Well, they'll be after this broadcast.
Right,
is
it's aired. Right.
Yep, they'll be starting November 10th through the 15th, thereabouts, something like that. The second week in November, and that'll be up at Academy in Haverhill. Dave's a 123 average. His high singles are 198. His high triples are 469. But I'm sure you know that by now because if you've tuned into the program, he's probably been on it. Wayne Palumbo buries the pocket. Wow, gets a really tough leave. He leaves the 5-7-10. Piece of wood on the 7 pin. There's also a piece of wood behind the 5. I'd almost play the 7 pin here, Jay. Looks like that was what he was trying to do, but put the wood instead. We'll see if we can get 1 or 2 out of it. And just 7.
Wayne, like I said, is out of Fico's Bolodrome. His high triple is a 383. He qualified with a 356. He's our 13th seed. Look right there, he was on that head pin. His high single game is a 168. An average 111. Oh. 111. Remember what that is?
What's that?
It's my college room.
That's your. How would I know that?
Because last time we had someone here that averaged a 111 and brought that up, and you said to me afterwards, "Why would you bring that up?"
But so why would I remember it in the first? Oh my goodness!
I remembered it.
Oh my goodness!
But it was my room.
I'm sure it was. But it's not your average.
Nice 10 by Wayne.
It was a nice 10 out of Wayne. All right, now Chestercove trying to break the ice here, sitting on 17 for 2. It's the 1-3 pocket. A little unlucky to not carry anything much more, but he leaves the 2, 5, 7, and 10. Piece of wood just trickling left. It touches the 7. Play the 2 pins here. Might be able to carry all 4.
Oof. Thought he was going to get it.
Could have used a little bit of that Palumbo curve there.
Yeah.
It's a 10 though. Dave there. He's got the 5 and 9. And he's all over it.
There. So through 4 frames, each bowler have a mark. Wayne hit a spare back in the second, and Dave just there picked up the spare. Good effort by Wayne there to try to pick up that spare.
That was a good effort there. See if you can get the 10. And he does.
What goes through people's mind when they go up against someone like a Dave Chestercove? Such a tremendous bowler. You know, then again, you guys know each other so well, so that may not even.
You know, for me, that's partly what I would actually say is that I've bowled him so many times.
Yeah.
In so many different formats that for me it's nothing.
Right.
Just like he'd say the same. You know.
Right.
But what an effort on the half Worcester from Wayne Palumbo. 4th and 10 box here again. If he can keep pinning, it'll force Chestercove to make a move here. But for somebody bowling for his first time, or who may not be familiar with somebody of that prowess, and that goes for any of the top bowlers.
Right.
Just a 9 for Palumbo. There is an element of, you know, I don't want to say that, you know, it's not. I guess it's intimidation to some degree. I guess.
Right. I understand what you're saying. It's. You know, some of our other shows, we've got some guys that he picks up 7 there. We've got some first-time bowlers on the show.
Right.
But people that have watched the show either on cable or on YouTube, so they've seen what Dave does on this show, and you know, Dave. I think this is our Dave picks up 2 more. I think this is our 7th time, our 7th series maybe, and Dave's won it 3 times.
Oh yeah, there's no
$10.
No doubt.
Those guys, if he happens to advance and goes up against any of those, I would think there's a little edge there that Dave would break. You know, not to someone like you, because you see him all the time, you bowl with him all the time.
Just a little bit of a break there, but then it doesn't turn into much of one because that piece of wood is turned just dead straight at him. So now he might have to either go by it or sweep it. See which side he tries to play here. Tries to sweep it. Pretty good effort on that.
Yeah.
So it will be single digits through 6 frames here. Dave does get the 10, so it'll be a 5-pin match going through the 6th frame, going into the 7th. And Jay, just to go a little further on your point, you're right about that. And but for that reason, we've had so many first-timers in the winter session that should encourage all of you to try out.
Absolutely.
And check it out. Come on down to Fico's. Keep your ears peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your whatever you want to say. But come out and try out. Yeah. Go to room 111 at Jay's College.
That's right.
Come on down and try out for the show because you might be able to bowl on the show. You can get harassed.
You never know. You can get harassed by us.
Me.
Yeah. Or you can watch the 2 of us harass each other.
It'll happen.
That is a guarantee.
Oh, what a
great
10.
shot.
Terrific 10. Every pin at this point matters, Jay.
Absolutely.
It's a 5-pin match, and that's a huge 10 from Wayne Palumbo Jr. there. But he leaves the 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. So the 4 horsemen and the 8 pin with a piece of wood in front of the 4. Puts it in the 1, 2 pocket. He's going to make the shot here, Jay. For Wayne, so he'll be at 78 through 8. Just leaves the door open for Chestercove here.
Wayne knew he had a great opportunity in that
absolutely.
8th frame.
Chestercove with the 1, 2, and 4. Out the 2, 4. Cleans up the 10 though. Still a 5-pin match going into the 8th. However, Dave is opposite of 9 bars. Dave leaves the inverted triangle on the left, the 4, 5, and 8. But there is a piece of wood. It looks like it's just beyond the 5-pin. But it might be worth investigating. I think if he actually caps that wood, he might be able to push the 5 into the 4 and the 8. You picking up what I'm putting down, Jay?
I do. Picking it up. And you know what? I'm re-putting it down.
Put that down.
I hear you.
All right. Let's see what he does. I think he was going for it, but still gets the 2. 10s are very important at this stage. Still a 5-pin match. Now a 6-pin match.
Yep. So Dave picked up the pin in that exchange.
It's now Wayne Palumbo down 6. You need at least one mark. Catches a break. On the inside of the 2-pin, he ends up leaving just 2 pins. They are the 8 and 9. Piece of wood up front. Really toward the lip. Just slightly angled to the right. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, he got it!
Nice there.
Hit it nice and low. That was a beautiful shot out of Wayne Palumbo Jr.
And that's when he needed it.
Absolutely needed it, Jay. And chasing those 6 pins, that's a crucial mark.
And Dave Chestercove in his normal position when he's not bowling, not watching his opponent.
No, he's counting the tiles on the floor.
Yeah.
Or at least checking his shoelaces. And just 4 on that. And He's probably going to need this one too, Jay.
Yeah.
Takes the 9-pin. He's going to definitely need at least a 10 here. I say at least, well, at most a 10, but
Right.
nice ball on the third ball. He gets 8.
Wayne's going to end up with 100. And Dave is at 84 right now. So he needs 16 to tie, 17 to win. And there's 2 of them. Two more. Dave's not making it easy on himself.
No, he's not. He needs the out here. Gets 3, so a 10 box will do it.
So that's 91. 100 to 91.
Yep. Dave's going to take a little extra care on this one. As you can see, he's going to try to rebound here. Looking for the head pin on this ball. Finds the 2-pin. Takes out 3 to the left. One of the pieces of wood just won't seem to go away. Still won't be part of the shot. Chestercove. Nearly makes it.
So that ties it.
Yep, he's going to need this.
That pin's the difference between a roll-off or victory.
And he's on it.
And he
so,
does it.
1-pin match, Jay.
Second one of this series.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the prettiest of matches there, but came down to 1 pin. So, well done by both bowlers. You know, Dave does what he has to do to get by.
Hey, sometimes 10 boxes will do it, and
Absolutely.
you take advantage of the poor fill on Wayne's part. Hey,
Yeah.
1 pin again.
Yeah.
As
But
Nick
then, you know
Norcross
what, Dave,
showed.
Wayne did that pickup of the 10 box in that 7th frame, that great pickup.
That's true,
Wouldn't
too.
have put him in the spot to be able to almost have a tie match
You're
there,
right.
So.
In a 1-string match, yeah, you can find a lot of ways to get there.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. So we'll be back to talk to our bowlers right after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're here with our 2 bowlers. First, Wayne.
Yes. I'm
Interesting.
embarrassed. Do I have to do this? I'm so embarrassed by that score. I know Dave is also.
Well, hey, you know what though?
Oh,
I
man.
said to Richie, you made a tremendous shot in the 7th frame to get a 10 box, and that put you in a position to almost tie that match. Not the
Yep.
score you wanted there at the end, but you had a shot to win it.
I think I hit the head pin twice. That was, yeah. All the rest of them went wide right for some, you know. I'll watch it afterwards and I'll try to figure out what exactly I was doing wrong. Maybe it's just I was bowling. Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong.
Well, hitting the head pin isn't all it's cracked up to be. Now, you have 2 people. These are your managers, I'm assuming?
Yeah, these are my daughters. This is Anya and Evelyn.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. And your name is?
Anya. Evelyn.
Okay. And are you 2 bowlers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And how's your bowling game going?
Good.
Good. And is this your first time on our show?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been on any other TV bowling shows?
No.
No. How about any other TV shows in general?
No.
No. Do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too when I grow up. but I got a long way to go. How do you think your dad did?
Good.
What do you think?
Boom.
He bowled? Yes, he did. He did very well.
If you can call it that.
You lost by 1 pin.
That's right. He did very, very well. Well, hey, great job.
Thank you.
Great job. She did pay attention. Well, Dave, congratulations. You're moving on. There you go.
That's about it. You know, I mean, neither one of us bowled well at all. I was forcing some shots. I missed a golden opportunity on 2 as well, but somehow I got lucky that one.
Well, hey, it came down to the final shot, and you had to make it. You picked up that last pin, and you ended up winning by 1. We're not going to really talk about what the final scores
No,
were.
let's
It came down to 1 pin, and he beat you by 1
to
pin.
140.
There you go.
Right? Yeah.
There you go.
Doctorate in
Well,
post, right?
well, hey, great job by both of you. One of the best matches I've ever seen. Tremendous bowling. It had us on the edge of the seat. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Okay.
You made our day. And we'll be back with our next match right after this.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Oh, okay, take care. Have fun.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're here with our next 2 competitors, Mike Legendre and Dan the Gothman Gauthier. Dan, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a little while. How have you been?
Pretty good. Sore shoulder. Other than that, great though.
How'd you hurt the shoulder?
I don't know. I think it was bowling. It just kind of started hurting 3 weeks ago. See, I'm always building in that excuse before
That's
we
excellent.
start. So yeah.
Excellent. Man after my own heart.
Exactly.
You sure it wasn't a street fight?
I'm pretty sure. If it was, they hit me hard enough that I don't remember it.
Ooh, concussions.
Yep.
The dangers of concussions.
Exactly.
Okay. Mike, we think Dan has a concussion.
That's fine.
Okay. So right now we're going to ask you to be careful around him, talk softly, stay out of the lights.
Okay.
How have you been bowling?
Good.
You have any injuries, shoulders, anything at all?
Nope.
No. Okay. Last time, I'm not sure. Never mind, because I don't think that happened. Did you have an injury last time you were here? You kind of tweaked something?
That was a second payment.
Okay. See, my mind's going, it's a terrible thing. You been bowling okay recently?
Yeah. Right on my average, a little bit above.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter today, so.
That's right. It's a one game.
Yeah.
That's one thing we've learned. Your average could be great, and if you miss a couple shots here and there, it does make a difference what your average is.
And pin is big, as we saw in the last match.
Absolutely. And we're not going to talk about those scores. We're just going to talk about that it was a one-pin match, right? Okay, we're going to be back with our 2 guys here to bowl our next match right after this. And we're ready with our next match. Dan is going to be up first on lane 16. Dan comes in as our number 12 seed. Nice ball, Dan. Dan bowls out of academy lanes. And listen to this. That's out of Woburn.
Nope.
Damn. I
Nope.
thought I had that.
Nope.
Yeah. Is Academy going to be where the Worlds are?
Yes.
April.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. You know what? We could edit that out in post.
Yeah.
Nice job, Jay. Way
Thank
to
you.
nail it. He nailed it.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Dan didn't nail that one pin on his second and third shot. Ends up with a 9 at the first frame. And comes back with a 9 again.
Make it 10.
Oh, a 10!
Make
Atta
it 10.
boy. The pin rolled back and knocked down the 7 pin.
This guy.
Thank you very much.
Jay's been hitting the books, as you can see. Mike Legendre. Dropping 6. Leaves the 3, 6, 7, and 10. Piece of wood behind the 3. Gets by all of it. Takes the 10 on the second ball. Mike will start with a 9 box. He lists his home lanes as Ficos, as a couple of our competitors do. His high single's a 184. His high triple is a 452. He averages 115, and he is a past participant on our show, and he's done very well.
You know, we've done a lot of these when I knew he had injured himself during one show, but it was such a long time ago, but it felt like it was the most recent show. He's got such a smooth approach, but ends up with so much power behind the ball, it seems like.
Yeah, you're right. It is a pretty compact approach and puts a lot of torque behind the ball. You wouldn't think he throws as hard as he does. Gauthier on the head pin again. He moves the 5 pin over. Now that 5 pin moved over at least 2 or 3 inches, and now it's sitting in a weird spot. I think he's going to have to split these pieces of wood. There's 3 woods pointing at him. He's going to try to split them. Ooh, doesn't carry the 7. It's a heck of a try, though.
Yeah. As we said, Dan out of Academy Lanes in Haverhill.
You know, if you really wanted to get technical, it's Bradford.
Well, Bradford is a subdivision.
That's
where Bradford Country Club is.
See, all right. Well, so you should know. You've bowled many games at Academy, then, right?
Do they have a bar there?
Yes, it's very small.
I may have been there then.
That a boy.
One of my best friends used to live there before he and his wife. Well, I don't want to get into the details.
There's kids watching.
Yeah.
Let's drink responsibly here, okay?
Well, and he's now living in Michigan. And his wife's still living there. We'll make that an X. But
Gauthier leaves the 5,
Yeah,
6,
we'll
7,
move
and
on.
10. 2
Moving
pieces
on.
of wood here. Goes left on it. Doesn't carry the 10.
Dan's high single is a 192. His high triple is a 458. His average is a 114. And he qualified with a 359. It's a 10 box there.
Legendre with 6 on the fill. Leaves the 1, 4, 7, and 9. Goes outside, but just a little too far outside. Takes just the 9 pin. See if he tries for all 3 or just takes the 2 here. Goes for all 3. Gets all 3.
Oh, what a great shot.
Buries the 1, 2. 3, 5, and 10. There's a piece of wood behind the 3. Oh, he cuts right around all of it. Terrific shot. Just outside of the 3 pin, off the wall into the 10. Ball takes the 5. Textbook.
Great job.
So a 3 pin match here in the early going.
Spread eagle.
Attaboy. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, I had that.
You know what they call that one?
1 pin.
Yep. That's what they call that.
A 1 pin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, 1 pin. That's what he got.
I am nailing this.
What's that one?
That's 3 more pins.
No, that's an 8 box. Come on, Jay.
Son of a gun. I had been putting together a little roll there.
We've got a glossary of terms back here that we have to study. Wow, and he rips through the middle again. Gauthier with 56 through 5. He's got the 2, 3, 6, 9, and 10. Plays the inside of the 3 pin. Only carries that and the 10. Rough 7.
You can see the frustration there on Dan's face.
Well, you certainly don't expect to get none on that last one.
Right.
I think you get 1, maybe even 2 if you catch a break, but. And a nice fill for Legendre. That's an 8 fill. Leaves the 2-4. Not a gimme here though. The piece of wood is slightly angled. Buries it right through, so that's a good shot there. Give him a 7-pin lead. Plus whatever he throws on this ball. Legendre out to the right, so just 3 on that one. Oh, he makes that. Take out the triangle with the first ball, and the rest of it just explodes on the second. Gauthier all over the head pin again. He still rips right through. Check mark on the right side with the 7 pin. Not a piece of wood anywhere. Here by the 3 pin.
Dan has 72 through 7 frames.
Head pin again. This time, the 5-7. Most of the time, Jay, the only way you can leave that is if you bury the ball like you just did.
Dan is not bowled poorly, just the pins just haven't fallen for him.
Yeah, that's 4 head pin hits in a row, and still no spare leaves to shoot at.
Yeah.
So see if Mike can capitalize on it. Another terrific ball. He's got the, in addition to the 7 on the mark, he's got a good lead. He's got the 3, 5, the 10. Piece of wood right behind the 5, which should guide into the 10 pin. Goes outside on it, carries it anyhow. Another one for Legendre. Here would just about seal it up.
Yeah.
Six on that fill. Get the 1, 3, 7, and 10.
Oh, my Lord.
Makes that as well. That's 5 in a row for Legendre. And second verse, same as the first. Dan Gauthier rips through the middle again. 2 and 2.
Dan needs a spare here, and then 9 just to tie Mike, and he's working on a spare. So that mathematically will do it.
That's right. However, Mike has a chance to get to our highest score on the show. Be 100 even for Dan Gauthier. A tough luck game. A lot of work to get to 100 for that.
Yeah.
Legendre on the head pin. Leaves 3 of the horsemen right, the 3, 6, and 10, as well as the 8 pin. Wow, and carries everything but the 10.
Jeez. So that put Mike at 124 through 9. If he were to strike out, he would have our new high for New England Candlepins by 110.
Looked like he might have had one there, but instead he just gets 6. At this point, it's all academic. It's the 5, 7, 8, 9. Nearly converts it.
Mike finishes with a 134. And that actually, as good a game as that was, that is our 3rd highest of the winter series. We had John Kafalis with a 147 and Matt Grace with a 140, and both in their their early round matches.
Mm-hmm.
So
Some good bowling.
yeah. So we will be back to talk with Mike and Dan after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins, and we're with our two bowlers. That was a great match. Dan, how you feeling?
It was a fun match. You know, I'm not unhappy with that, really. I mean, you can throw a 110 sometimes and be disgusted with yourself because you know you didn't hit anything.
Right.
Or you can throw a 100 and, you know, if you had a graphic for head pin hits, it was 9 out of 10.
Right.
I'll take that. You know, you can't always control the 2 and 2 split. Sometimes they're strikes, sometimes they're splits.
Well, that's what I was saying to Richie, that you bowled well, the pins weren't falling for you.
Yeah, and it's good that Mike threw a 133, so once he started pulling ahead like that, it's not like, you know, I mean, you feel worse if it's a 1 or 2 pin match, then you're going to start going, you know, in your head, you're going to start going, I hit the head pin 9 out of 10 times, I can't get a lead, but he earned it, so.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm just happy I was on the head pin, that's all.
Right.
We build off that.
Right. Well done. Well done. And it was good to have you back here on
It's
the
always
TV
fun to be
show.
back.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, a 134. Well done. Very good bowler.
Thank you.
Now, the interesting thing on the Winter Series, that 134 is our third highest total. We've had a one, I think John Kafalas had a 147, Matt Grace had a 140, and then you're 134. So,
I wanted to beat Matt, so
wow.
just last 2 shots I hit didn't go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, you had a chance for the high score the entire in all the shows we've done if you had hit the one, if you had struck out in the 10th. So you bowled very well. You're going to take on Dave Chestercove in the Elite 8, so you get that to look forward to.
Thank you.
So great job by both of you guys. That'll wrap up this show. I want to thank my partner Richie Myrick. Right back at you, pal. And want to thank our director, Matt Ferraro, and our overall big-time boss, Pete Fasciano, who was here and he's gone. That's what you get to do when you're the big boss. And for everybody else at Franklin Cable and Pico's Bowlodrome and New England Candlepins, I'm Jay Horrigan. We'll see you next time.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Fico's Family Bowlodrome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.